This has to be one of the most original GPU test benches ever made. Hey everyone, how's it going? So yes, I've been on a bit of a hiatus on YouTube. Sorry about that, but I usually do this about once every year about this time. But in the meantime, I have been a little bit busy. I did build this test bench and I wanted to show it off to you guys. It's definitely my own creation. It started with this T-slot style frame for a mini ITX open board computer. I'll put a picture of the product itself. It's very sturdy. It's strong. If you've ever played with T-slot, it's a pain in the butt to put together. But at least once it's together, it's good. I mean, yeah, this thing doesn't flex at all. Now, I added onto it, I decided to go for the vertical or the horizontal style mounting for the GPUs. I mounted a GPU riser right on here. I had to buy the extra pieces, the extra bars, so I can space out everything correctly and put a GPU here. And I was lucky enough, D-Miners actually had one of these sideways exit 1X adapters. They're very hard to find. Thank you very much, D-Miners. Because without that, like Zotacs and other cards that sit up high would hit this and it would have a problem because the cable will come straight out. So thank you so much, D-Miners, for that. Now, the motherboard, the CPU, the RAM, the little NVMe drive, these were actually one of my CPU miners. So I said, screw it. Let's put the biggest powerhouse I have in here. So this is a 3950X on a test bench. When I'm not using it for GPU testing, I can still do CPU mining on here. I had to 3D print my own handle because for some reason it didn't come in the box, but it had the holes already drilled for it. So went on Thingiverse, printed that out real quick, nice and sturdy. Also 3D printed a T-slot mount for a 7-inch monitor. The T-slot chassis itself also came with a power button, and this was originally supposed to be a fan mount for a sideways fan style. I modified it and threw a Elmore Labs PMD power measurement device on the side here, but I took the screen off, put a 4-wire connector running up here and mounted it up. So this way I can keep an eye on the screen and keep an eye on the power, but I still have access to the trigger button down here on the bottom if I want to change settings. So this way I can display whatever I need to. The motherboard itself is actually powered by a 250 watt PicoPSU, and the whole unit itself is powered off of a 750 watt HP server power supply I pulled out of one of my Octominers, which I did not need because I'm not running it anywhere near wattage capacity, running out to a regular X11 Breakout. Now, if we look on the side here, for the input from the server power supply, the 6-pin, to my 8 pins for my power measurement device here, these are purple cables. These did not come with it. These came from Veteran Miner. Oh my God, thank you so much. He sent me these months ago so I can show them off, test them, and check them out. It took me forever to get to it. I'm sorry, Veteran. These things freaking rock. These are definitely a thick, sturdy 16 gauge cable. He even has his symbols on the back. You see that? He actually has a symbol on the back of the connector. Even the sleeving itself, beautiful sleeving, and even the wrap around here. This has that glue. So as he heat shrinks it, it glues it, holds it all together. This will never come apart. So that supplies power from the server power supply, as you can see back here, and wraps around and puts power input into the PMD. They work great for that. Now coming out, I have the regular PMD cables for the GPU, one for the riser so we can measure GPU power independently, and I even connected the EPS 12 volt to the Elmore Labs PMD, so this way I can measure CPU power on various CPU algorithms. So let's go ahead and throw this 1070 Ti that Great Baldini sent me a while ago as a test, throw this on here and show you how it works in HiveOS. Okay, we got the GPU mounted. You can see the CPU fan running, and we are currently, it's kind of hard to tell right now, but we are booting into Hive OS. Let's get over to the computer. So I got the test rig up and running now. The CPU is doing Verus hash at 34.6 mega hash, and the 1070 Ti is currently doing Radiant at 454.8 mega hash. And it says for the GPU, 109 watts with the current settings I have. Just quick settings I threw in. Maybe not the best, but it works. So let's take that 109 watt number and let's go back to the test bench. So right now we're looking at 215 watts for this whole rig right now. Let me flip the buttons. The GPU, 115 watts, and HiveOS was reporting 109. Really close. This is why I like seeing this. Click it again. The CPU on Verus hash, the 3950X, is pulling right around 100 watts. So this is great for testing this whole setup. And I can easily just pull the GPU out of here, turn it off, pull the GPU out, put another one in there, and just keep on going. Which is exactly what I'm going to need here in a week or two, because those 8 2080 Ti's rig that I just built for Yeti a couple months ago, a lot of those cards need some repads and repasting. So this is going to come in handy to test each individual card after I repad and repaste each one, make sure it's good before I put them all back in the Octominer and redeploy it out in the shed. So that is my Frankenstein of a test bench. Tell me what you think about it down in the comments below. Thumbs up, please. Come say hi over at Misfit Mining. I try to get over there as often as I can, and I will catch you on the next video.